Hello boys and girls. So this is it. The time has come. The wait is finally over. After a long time away, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. So no, the channel is not dead. Some people may now be thinking, well shit, I thought we saw the back of him. But no, I'm here once again. And I've missed you guys. I've missed making videos for you, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, obviously, as you probably know, it's been a long time since my last upload. Far too long, in fact. And you may or may not have been wondering where the hell I have been. I know a few of you, as well as some YouTubers, have been asking, which is nice. So I'm here today to explain what's been going on, and well, to get some things off my chest, things that have been on my mind for a while now, things that have been pissing me off, if I'm honest with you as well. So I thought it was about time I got my shit together, created this video, addressed it all, get it off my chest, and then move forward. And also I thought it'd be a good idea just to talk to you guys one-to-one, something I feel I don't do enough of on my channel, if I'm honest with you, and just share my feelings with you. Though at the same time, I've never been or wanted to be one of these channels where literally every other video seems to be an update video, like some I know that are out there. So bear with me, I will attempt to keep this as short as possible. I've got a bit to say though, which does include some changes that I'll be making to the channel, which I'll go through in a bit. So if you can try and stick with me and watch all the video, that will be massively appreciated. And it's through your ongoing support that can hopefully keep the channel alive after this long absence away. So as many likes and shares of my content going forward will be awesome, as you fully know. So I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can today and say what I feel from the heart, basically. So firstly, as the video states, the title of the video states, I'm here to say sorry. I haven't been feeling very good at all over the last few months, and if you're a regular watcher of my content, you'll have noticed a lack of consistency in my uploads for a while, even before my absence. You'll have noticed that there was occasions where I uploaded 1, 2 or maybe 3 videos in a day, and that would be a trend for a few days, and then after that there will be days straight where there'd be nothing uploaded, and this was not good. It was not consistent, and it has to stop. Now there has been a few reasons why this has been the case, some personal issues that have affected my day-to-day life, and it distracted me immensely from doing YouTube. And then unfortunately I'm one of these people, it might sound a bit stupid, I don't know, but if something is happening or is on my mind distracting me from my usual routine, then I have to sort it out as soon as possible, because it stops me from being able to get on with my life, and things like YouTube take a back seat, which is not good considering how much YouTube is a part of my daily life. I find sort of concentration goes, my passion, my drive just flies out the window, and only by me sorting out the issues can I move forward again and get on with my regular routine. And that has been a repeating issue over the last few months, hence the irregular video uploads and the long break that I've had from making content. Now what has been without doubt the number one, the biggest issue recently is my youngest son Edward, who is just over 1 year old now, and so he is on occasions a fucking nightmare. Now, oh, I know you mustn't swear with YouTube's censorship program. Well, you know what? I really don't give a flying fuck. I've been frustrated and pretty pissed off, to be honest with you, and that's going to be the trend from now on with the channel. No more sugarcoating. I'm done with it. If I want to swear, I'll fucking swear. This is how I am. This is me. And this is what I'm going to be like from now on, and I hope you don't mind that, but I don't want to be putting on a face anymore. I don't want to be false anymore. This is what I am, and this is how I'm going to be. This video was supposed to be out a few weeks ago. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed because of various setbacks, with Edward being the main one. You know, he is by far the hardest of our 3 children. It's unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm honest with you. He's a pretty crap sleeper. He can wake up on occasions 2, maybe 3 times a night. And so I'm pretty tired a lot of the time with the broken sleep, which is an absolute killer. And sometimes I'm starting my day at 3:30, 4 or 4:30 in the morning. I kid you not. Because once he's awake around that time, then that's it. He is ready to go. So you can imagine it's absolutely fucking exhausting. And it can make you feel so disheartened and depressed. And it's been getting worse over the last few months. And it happens day in, day out, a vicious circle, and I can't tell you how tough it has been for us. And this of course affects my drive, my enthusiasm, my desire to produce content on the channel because I'm so tired. So yeah, he's pretty full on, shall we say, and this has put as well a lot of strain on mine and Gemma's relationship, which of course is not a good thing at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's not his fault, I'm not blaming him, he's a baby for Christ's sake, he doesn't know what he's doing, but ultimately it's about how we cope with the difficult times, how we push forward in life and get past the shit, which is the key thing. And that is something I am working on. I've got to remember this is just a passing phase and will at some point get better. You know, as Abraham Lincoln once said, this too shall pass. So that's what I've got to keep thinking to myself. And hopefully as well, the personal issues are starting to get better now and I'm beginning to put all the crap behind me. So fingers crossed, things are starting to look a little bit brighter again. Maybe not with Edward in his sleeping, but definitely with other aspects. I mean, I've been going to the gym a lot more regularly, getting back into shape massively, building up my energy levels to counter lack of sleep, and also improving my diet, which can surprisingly make you feel a lot more awake. And I'm certainly trying to push myself out of this rut, because all of this really had got on top of me. I had too many plates spinning, if you get me, and it made me feel pretty damn depressed, and I even had to go on medication for a bit. And I got used to not uploading and ultimately not caring. It made me lose the passion and the enthusiasm in doing YouTube that I once had. So I thought to myself, this has to stop. I've got to pick myself up and carry on. And in a way, this time off has been good, as it has given me the opportunity to rebuild, reassess everything that's been happening, and allow me to relax, unwind and de-stress, essentially. So moving forward, it's about getting that consistency back with the channel, and that's vital, as it's good for me, as it gives me a routine and a platform to be able to get into a rhythm of producing videos again, and it's good for you guys because you then know what to expect from me and you can rely on me to provide regular and much more consistent content going forward. Now, I can't promise videos every single day. You know, as I said, given my hectic and full-on lifestyle, things do come up, but I certainly want to be in a much better position than it currently is. As you know, all great YouTubers out there are consistent, and I know I keep using this word consistent, but I feel it is a massive part of being a YouTuber. Your subscribers know you're there for them, essentially. You're listening to them. But also I felt on occasions in the past, if I'm honest with you, slightly pressured to make videos some days because I hadn't done one for a while. And that's not good. You know, you should do YouTube and make content because you want to, because it's fun. You know, without the fun, the quality of your content suffers and the enthusiasm wavers as well. So if sometimes I can't make a video or don't feel in the right frame of mind because I'm too tired, then simply I won't do it. But at the same time, I won't disappear again for months on end like I did this time. I'm sure you guys will understand, you know, odd days here and there without a video won't hurt that much. I mean, God, I've made one video in 2 months and you are still here listening to this video now, so for that I do salute you. Also, I'm hoping to eventually, not straight away, start producing when I can better and more edited videos than before, so hopefully they'll be more entertaining than my content to date and offer to you guys something different than the general norm that is out there across Total War at the moment. But unfortunately not every video will be like that, as they do take time, as you can imagine, to produce, edit and record, but a lot more than they used to do, shall we say. So definitely be on the lookout for them down the line. So yeah, all in all, I massively apologise because I feel I've let you down, because we had a great couple of months with the launch of Warhammer. The channel growth was insane. I got 15,000 new subscribers in less than 1 month. Before Warhammer came out, I was at 42,000. Then, after a month of producing Warhammer content, it was at 57,000. That's nearly a third of my entire channel size in 1 month. It was just amazing to see. And also, for the first time, I hit over 1 million views in a single month. And so you can imagine the momentum was definitely there. Things were going really well. I was even considering at one point going full time with YouTube, but now that's slipped away again, and of course I take with full responsibility for that, and that's why I'm super keen, super keen to get back and push forward again and pick up the pieces. And this is where, you know, your support is absolutely vital in helping me do that. So what now for the channel? What changes lie ahead? Well, firstly, collaborations. And I'll be honest with you, collaborations have been on occasions an absolute fucking ball ache to organise. And I've also had certain things that I've experienced while being a YouTuber that, if I'm honest with you, have got on my wick. You know, you get some people who are really pally-pally when they want some information off you about early access to a game or PR, contact details for a game studio, but then when the roles are reversed, don't want to know you at all. It's all one-word answers back. Dunno. Maybe. You have to speak to them. Things like that. It's just not helpful in return. They seem to have a very dog-eat-dog, in-it-for-themselves mentality, which I don't feel I've got, if I'm honest with you. And I know that's the nature, to an extent, of YouTube and what we're involved in. People want to grow their channel. I get that. But I still class these as my friends and I want to help them out. So sometimes it would be nice to get that in return. You also have some people who are absolutely impossible to get hold of or nail a date with or time. Just never willing to commit, which I understand can be sometimes difficult. Life gets in the way. I should know better than anyone. But then you'll see they'll be doing collaborations with other YouTubers quite regularly in their videos. So what's all that about? It's a bit strange, don't you think? And then you have others who say, you know, they'll organise things with you or get back to you, and guess what? They never do. So you can see why it's a bit of a ball ache now, can't you? And then the pièce de la résistance, the cherry on the cake, is when you ask some of the YouTubers out there, say, hey man, do you want to record a video soon? It'd be good to do a collaboration with you. And you get this. Wait for it. Wait for this. One word reply as well of maybe. Or if they're pushing the boat out, feeling a little bit more talkative that day, you get not 100% sure yet. Wow. Wow, that is great. That really is terrific. That helps me out massively. Seriously, what fucking good is that to me? I may as well have not bothered. And then 2 days later, they'll release a collaboration video with someone bloody else. So yeah, it's pretty obvious they're not interested. So I ain't going to bother wasting my time chasing them in the future. I really have got better things to do. So I'll leave it up to them to contact me going forward. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into all this. And the actual fact of the matter is, they don't fucking like me. And they haven't got the heart to say it. I don't know. But don't worry, collaborations aren't going from the channel at all. The amount will be the same as before. In fact, I've got a couple being released over the next few days. One today, one tomorrow. So yeah, collaborations are still 100% here. But moving forward, I will be regularly creating content with a smaller group of people that I can rely on. People, you know, you've seen me do things a lot with in the past. Because even though I've been away from YouTube for a while, I've still been in contact with other YouTubers. So I know there are some of the guys out there who are ready and willing to create videos with me. So all is good in that department. Collaborations will continue on the channel, but I had to just get my frustration out there with that little rant, so excuse me. And oh, and before I forget, this is a good one. I've got to mention this one to you. I was in contact with one of the mod teams recently. I won't mention who they were, but I was asking about being able to get access to it, as it was still in development at the time. I don't know if it still is, but it was at the time. And I've seen other channels playing it and creating content on it. And you know, don't get me wrong, till now, the modders I have dealt with have been absolute top class. You know, friendly, cooperative, and very professional. You know, realizing that the Total War community is, as a whole, a special, tight-knit community where we, for the most part, look after each other. And modders appreciate and understand the benefits of giving access to YouTubers, you know, to help promote their mod, get word out there, you know, and vice versa. It helps with our channel growth and progression. So essentially, it's a win-win situation, and you hopefully as well get some enjoyment out of the content that we provide, and you get a feel for what's in the pipeline. You know, prime examples of them have been Ancient Empires or Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. The guys behind that, Petilius and Warman, absolutely awesome chaps. Great to work with. But this particular mod team had a very different approach. I've been contacting them on numerous occasions for a while with no response, prior to the chat that I had on Steam with them, with one of the guys from the mod team. But ultimately, and I had to screenshot this conversation so I could quote this to you guys, but he states this, he says, the mod isn't released yet. We're not your personal servants. I'm about ready to snap on every single one of these selfish, and then he uses a word which I won't use because it's completely derogatory. Then he says, fucking 14-year-old community members who think the time we invest in the mod is for them and not for ourselves. Wow, okay buddy. Yeah, do yourself a favour and pull your head out of your arse. I think he needs to work on his communication skills a little bit, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, I think you can get it from that. I didn't get access to the mod, and while quite frankly, after that, I don't really care. I think I'll give it a miss, thanks. I'll just wait till Rise of Mordor comes out. Okay, and which, by the way, is ran by one of the best, most professional modding teams I have ever dealt with. The work, the detail they've gone into is mind-blowing. And that will blow their precious mod out of the water, I can tell you that. Fucking personal servants, Jesus Christ. No, more the fact that the Total War community is considerably smaller compared to other mainstream games out there, such as Call of Duty, FIFA or Battlefield. And that's one of the benefits. You get to know people, you build relations with them, you work together as a team to make things a better place, to produce great content for me, you, for everyone to benefit from. Not this shit that he was saying. What's that all about? So yeah, let's take the blinkers off here and see the goodness in what we do and what we stand for. Let's maintain what we have here, not break it. Because at the end of the day, and I will class this as myself to an extent, you know, I am a professional YouTuber. There's loads of professional YouTubers out there who have a duty to uphold to the community, to you guys, and to ourselves. We're not going to start abusing that power we've got and start mistreating mods that people have provided to us. It's not the way it's done, so I think people need to understand that, and he most definitely needs to understand that. So there we go. Right, rant over. So finally, the biggest change to hit the channel will be the type of content I'm going to produce going forward. So as confirmed, as I said before, collaborations won't be going. The amount of those style of videos will be exactly the same as before. But along with that, I've also made the decision, and it wasn't easy, that I won't be covering campaigns in the same way from now on. And let me start by saying that, again, that I am sorry for this. Sorry to all those who have let down, who subscribed for the campaign content and have told me how much they are enjoying them, and I'm very grateful for the support you've shown me with that. It's fantastic as always. I love it. And if you want to unsubscribe after hearing this, then I completely understand. You've come here to see certain content which I'm now not going to provide. I totally get that. Campaigns do offer a great narrative, and for some that is very appealing. I hope, however, that my other content and style of videos keep you on board, but if you feel it's time to go, then that is fine. It is then time to go. There's loads of other channels out there which can cover campaigns for you. Lionheart, Heir of Carthage, just to name a few. So never be short of that. But for me, it's come to an end. You know the series, guys, that I've been doing for Warhammer. They're dead. Let's be honest with you. It's been nearly 3 months since I've uploaded a part. No one cares anymore about them. Or only a select few, possibly. But saying all this, though, I will still cover new campaigns on future Total Wars or DLC if they are offering something drastically different to what is already released, you know, because hopefully I have in the past and hopefully in the future been given early access to content by Creative Assembly, so I will produce first looks or previews of that content to give you guys a flavour before it is released. Maybe like a 5-part mini-series, but nothing more than that, just essentially to give you, as I say, a preview of the new content. But long-hauled, drawn-out campaign series is something I'm stopping. They just become laborious and a drag to carry on with. You know, it gets to the point where I don't want to record them. They're just not fun anymore. For example, part 54 of a series. Who the hell cares? Hardly anyone is interested by then. The views have just nosedived to what they were at the start, and let's be frank, I've never been great at completing series anyway, have I, with Rome 2 or Attila? I've always seemed to have left them unfinished in the past. My enjoyment for them just wavers, and with YouTube, any YouTuber will tell you this, and I've said it before, that it's all about having fun and enjoying what you're doing, because if that's not there, making videos becomes a grind, and eventually you will end up stopping, which to a point has been a factor for me. I just think the idea of a series across YouTube is a pretty difficult thing to maintain. I know you get sort of like, for example, FIFA YouTubers out there who will cover Ultimate Teams in a series format, but they usually are finished after about 20 or so episodes, and even then the numbers for the views have dropped drastically from the start. But Total War campaigns can go on into the hundreds of episodes, which is just crazy. And most people, understandably, have just lost interest by then, like I have. As you can understand, my time is pretty limited and precious with what I have going on. So I want to see it invested wisely. I want to have some return for the work I put in, not have it wasted with campaign parts. So from now on, it's going to be fresh, one-off, high-impact videos, content which will help push the channel forward and make a difference. Videos that I feel a lot more motivated and invested to create. Videos which my enthusiasm and personality will come through a lot more in, and generally better quality content. Because let's be honest, as a YouTuber, you want to see growth, views and progression in your channel and your work. It gives you the motivation to carry on. Any YouTuber who says otherwise is just bloody kidding you and themselves. It's just a waste of time otherwise. You may as well just play the games casually with your friends. You know, you'll get far more enjoyment out of doing it that way. So yeah, I hope I've explained myself well enough and that you guys understand why I've chosen to do this, and that you'll support me in this move. I'm sure you will, and I massively appreciate that. So that is it, guys. I've said everything I need to say now. I'm sorry if it's come across a bit ranty and a bit of a moan, but I feel it had to be said. I just had to get this all off my chest, and I feel much better for it, if I'm honest with you. So if you've got to this point of the video, then I thank you. You have stuck with me. That is awesome. And I thank you as well for hopefully understanding my point and reasons for the decisions I've made for the future of the channel. But I'm feeling really positive about the future. Now, I've got lots to look forward to, lots of new content on the horizon, and I'm even off to the Mod Awards with Creative Assembly in a couple of weeks' time, which will be awesome. Hopefully it'll be great to see everyone rewarded for the hard work they've put in to the mods that are out there, because some of them are absolutely incredible. And as well, most importantly, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me during my time away. I certainly don't want to be gone from YouTube like this ever again, and I think with this new approach it will help to keep the channel fresh and exciting a lot more going forward for both you and I. So let's call this, I don't know, a fresh start. This is not the end, but just the beginning, and I can't wait for the journey ahead. Anyway guys, you take care. I'll speak to you soon.